Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading by the Blessings Foundry. Today's reading will give you messages and guidance from Spirit to help you through your day and on your journey. Spirit, please connect to the Pisces subscribers of this channel and their guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, and higher selves in high vibrational energy to get the messages and guidance that Pisces needs at the time they view this video. Let's see what's going on for you today, Pisces. Spirit, what guidance and messages do you have for Pisces at the time they view this video? We start off with the Six of Pentacles. This is a very grounded energy, six being the energy of harmony, pentacles being the energy of 3D reality, things you can touch, taste, feel, materiality as well. So we see within this card somebody being generous to one person over another. So this is also suggesting using your discernment when you're giving or where you're putting your energy, using your discernment as to where you're putting your energy. What other messages for Pisces, please? What other messages? Thank you. Oops, hold on, guys. It fell on the floor. 1 second. Okay. And the card that fell on the floor is the Ten of Wands. So the Six of Pentacles could also reference the need to receive charity or the need to receive some type of help or offer. The Ten of Wands shows you're carrying a burden by yourself. Nobody else is there to help you. You're looking forward as though you're asking for help. You're trying to indicate without directly asking for help. But we do see that the Ten of Wands, the 10 is at the end of a journey. So it's about time, it's time to put the burden down. What other messages for Pisces, please? Something you've definitely been carrying, that's a heavy load here. What other messages for Pisces? What other messages for Pisces, please, Spirit? Let's see what else we get, Spirit, please. Show Pisces what they need to see. Show Pisces what they need to see, please, Spirit. Okay. Oops. The next card we have is the Six of Swords. Pardon me. So we're seeing here moving away from carrying a burden and moving towards a much better time. Leaving choppy waters behind and moving forward to a peacefulness. Where your burden is light, you are in the process of doing this, not at point A yet, no longer at point A and not yet reached point B. So it shows the recognition that you're needing to put a burden down and then showing that you're in the process of moving forward towards a calmer time. The next card we have is the Ten of Swords. So we see a finality here, the end. This could also reference surgery, but I'm feeling more of the end energy. The Ten of Swords, also the fulfillment of the sword suit. We see sabotage. We see being stabbed in the back. We see a figure who's bled out and is not able to get up anymore. So we see the end of swords representing a mental cycle, the end of a mental cycle, and the going into a new emotional cycle. The Ace of Cups is answered prayer, spiritual gifts, blessings, and also cleansing out. So we see so far the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords being at the end of a very, very difficult cycle, moving forward towards this new beginning. What other messages for Pisces? What other messages for Pisces, please? Okay, and we have two cards coming out. We have the King of Pentacles, masculine earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, a very grounded, very stable energy also represents masculine energy, not a male, but just masculine energy. Then we have the King of Cups representing that emotional energy, cups being emotions, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So we're seeing coming to a place of balance, having gone through some very, very difficult times and getting to the end, feeling as though this is it, I can't go on anymore. Pardon me, please, gosh. And then we see this new beginning. But when this new beginning comes, you're very stable, very secure, and able to handle it. Now, conversely, this could be representing two masculine figures in your life, one that has earth in their chart and one that has water in their chart. We'll go ahead and clarify. Spirit, what is the Six of Pentacles for Pisces? What is the Six of Pentacles for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know about the Six of Pentacles, please? What is this? Thank you. So we see the Five of Cups. The theme of you having gone through a very difficult time is even more apparent. We have the Five of Cups showing stuck, focusing on the past and not turning around to see the blessings, the grateful, wonderful things you still have remaining in your life. So we see something being given to you. It could be charity, it could be kindness, and that is what is helping you to move forward. What is this Ten of Wands, please? Now, I am picking up the Six of Pentacles could also reference self-care, that you've been going through a very difficult time and you have started to or will begin to put self-care at the forefront. What is this Ten of Wands, please? Thank you. For the Ten of Wands, we're getting the Seven of Cups. So looking at what your different options would be and moving forward towards a new beginning. The Ace of Wands can be referencing a new career, a new job, a new passion, but it is definitely a very strong new beginning that has growth. You can see the growth coming out of the Wands. So it's what we're seeing is you making a choice, Pisces, to put the burden down and to move forward towards this new beginning, recognizing that you have options, recognizing that you can choose to go towards victory rather than go towards focusing on the past. What is the Six of Swords for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know about the Six of Swords? What is the Six of Swords for Pisces, please? No, not that one. What is the Six of Swords for Pisces, please, Spirit? Show us clearly. What do we need to know? Anything for the Six of Swords? Please show us clearly, Spirit. Thank you. Fell right in my lap. And we have the Empress. Abundance, love, fertility, giving birth to new things. So you're going from putting something down to giving birth to something new with the Empress. The Empress is pregnant, full of possibility, represents Venus, love energy, also references Taurus energy. Let's see. I'm also getting the energy of being self-assured. What is this Ten of Swords for Pisces? For the Ten of Swords, we're getting the Moon. So the Moon can represent melancholy or depression, something that you have not seen or were not able to see. The Ten of Swords and the Moon both are nighttime cards. You can see the dark skies here, feeling as though something is ended, something is not clear, and you need to move on. The Moon card also represents Pisces and the duality. We see the coyote and the dog and the two towers. So we're seeing also within this card in evolution, we see the lobster or crawdad coming out of the water, and we see that you may not know how to get past the pain of the past, but regardless, you're going to be moving forward because you have the tenacity, you have the confidence, you have the self-assuredness to move forward. And I think I'm seeing here that this giving to yourself, being generous to yourself, practicing self-care is going to help boost your ability to believe that you can move on from a hardship. What is this Ace of Cups? What is Pisces? Thank you. Now, the Ace of Cups could also represent a new relationship. So not for everyone, but this could be, you know, having been or being in a relationship that's very difficult and coming out of that and starting a new or renewed relationship. And we have the Five of Pentacles, a card of lack, a card of suffering and ill health. And we have the Tower. So suddenly coming out of a state of lack, of suffering, of difficulty, and going towards the Ace of Cups. And again, that speaks to what we were describing a moment ago, is you're graduating towards a place of belief rather than a place of lack. What is this King of Pentacles for Pisces, please? What does Pisces need? Thank you. And for the King of Pentacles, we're getting the King of Swords. Let's see what we get for this King of Cups. Wouldn't it be weird if we got the King of Wands? What is this King of Cups, please? What is this King of Cups, please, Spirit? And we have the Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So the King of Wands does represent fire energy, and here with the Temperance card, that's Sagittarius also is fire energy. But we see a balancing of emotions. We have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. Materially, emotionally, and mentally going forward in a much better, healthier way. Having had patience with yourself and patience with the process, we see a healing. The Ace of Cups can also, for some of you, represent a healing. The Tower coming in suddenly, unexpectedly, lifting you out of the Five of Pentacles. Why? How are you being lifted out of the Five of Pentacles? By the Six of Pentacles, a graduation, 5 to 6 Pentacles. And we're seeing a generosity, as we touched on before, a generosity to self or a generosity to you from somebody else. It's also, it could be that you are the one giving charity to somebody else, but I'm feeling more, this is referencing a struggle or burden that you've been going through, and perhaps you felt stuck. You've been feeling alone, that you're doing this all alone. We see the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Wands, so showing 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. Then we have a 1 with the Ace of Wands, taking and putting that burden down, having a new beginning, moving forward towards a much more fertile, much more positive time, putting the darkness behind you. This could also be not, the Moon with the 10 of Swords could also be that you haven't shown your pain, you haven't shown others how difficult this situation has been for you. Some of you may not have even let on that you've been in a difficult situation, but we see a healing coming through, an answered prayer, an emotional renewal. We have all this masculine energy. So this can reference you stepping up into your masculine energy to really handle business. It can also represent that you have masculine energies around you. This is the message that I have for you today, Pisces. God bless.